I found a way to study so fast it feels like cheating. Sounds familiar? You spend weeks buried in books, only to end up with the same grade as your friend who crammed the night before. Frustrating, right? You sacrifice your free time, skip things you actually enjoy, and still get average results while your friends are out having fun. And to make it worse, studying can be exhausting and boring, making you want to procrastinate even more. But guess what? The problem isn't you. No one ever taught you how to study efficiently. In this video, I'll show you how to spend just 20% of your study time and still get top grades. These are simple techniques that almost no one knows about, but even an average student can apply them easily. And the best part, you won't have to keep losing your weekends every time an exam is coming up. So let's get started. 8. The biggest enemy of exam week. Do you binge on sweets before tests due to stress? Bad idea. Studies from UCLA prove that too much sugar slows your brain down, making learning harder. And if that's not enough, research from the Journal of Physiology shows that sugar messes with your focus and reasoning. If you want to study faster and stay sharp for the exam, ditch the sweets. Instead, go for nuts, fish, or berries. They actually boost memory and concentration without leaving you in a sugar fog. 7. Change your mindset. Change your results. If you sit down to study thinking it'll be endless and boring, guess what? It will be. But if you believe it'll be quick and easy, time will fly. Harvard studies show that employees who believed physical work was good for their health actually saw improvements, lower blood pressure, weight loss, and more. So why not apply this to studying? Instead of thinking, this will take forever, try saying, I'll get this done in no time. Instead of, I'll never understand this, go with, this is easy. I'll figure it out fast. Your brain does what you tell it to do. Change your mindset, and you'll study faster and suffer less. 6. Use this and watch the magic happen. If you think you have all day to study, you'll take all day. That's Parkinson's law. Work expands to fill the time you give it. But if you set a 30-minute timer, your brain switches into focus mode, forcing you to be efficient. Studies show that using a timer naturally makes us complete tasks faster. The trick is to set a limit that pushes you but doesn't make you panic. Instead of saying, I'll study all day, try, I'll finish this chapter in 1 hour, and see how much faster you get through it. 5. Focus on what matters. When time is tight, don't waste it. If you only had 2 hours to study, would you really spend it reviewing things you already know? The 80-20th rule applies here. 20% of the topics will give you 80% of the answers on the test. So instead of drowning in irrelevant details, get straight to the point. Stop rereading the whole textbook that won't help. Go straight to summaries and focus on what your professor emphasizes the most. Review past exams, do exercises on frequently tested topics, and ask yourself, if I could only review one thing, what would be the most useful? By prioritizing what really matters, you not only save time but avoid the awful feeling of studying everything and still learning nothing. 4. Study smarter, not harder. Want to stop wasting time? Start with the answers. Instead of aimlessly flipping through the textbook, go straight to the questions and answers at the end of each chapter. Exams follow predictable patterns. By focusing on the right questions, you'll know exactly what to expect. Understanding how answers are structured and graded is the real secret. And from what I've heard, your grades will only improve if you subscribe to the channel. Maybe that's true? 3. Fix your weaknesses. Stop wasting time reviewing what you already know. Instead, focus on the areas you struggle with. Those are the ones that will actually improve your results. It's tempting to review familiar topics because it feels good, but that won't help on the exam. Face your weak spots head on and work on what you haven't mastered yet. Try horizontal learning, connecting different subjects to see the bigger picture. For example, if you're studying the immune system, also review inflammatory responses and autoimmune diseases. This makes your learning more efficient and complete. 2. The secret technique of top students. Using AI tools like ChatGPT is a game changer for studying efficiently. With the right prompts, you can quickly review content, clear up doubts, simulate tests, and create summaries all without getting lost in endless notes. It's like having a personal assistant that saves you hours of reading and makes your study sessions way more productive. And if you're tired of losing your weekends to studying, I've got you covered. I created a pack with over 250 prompts that will help you master any subject faster. These are the shortcuts that will give you back your time. Check the link in the pinned comment and never study the same way again. 1. Review and correct. Last but not least, track your mistakes. Keep a notebook or use Notion to list everything you got wrong. Before an exam, go over these notes instead of rereading the textbook. Reviewing your past mistakes is the best way to lock in knowledge and make sure you don't mess up again. So stop making the same mistakes over and over. If you found this video helpful, share it with a friend who's always stressing over exams. And drop a comment if you have your own secret study hacks, though I doubt you do. But hey, who knows? And if you don't subscribe, well, let's just say you know what that means.